Live from Hilldale Park outside Philadelphia, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start just about set to go. And towing the slab in this one, Tanner Houck. How about a report on him, Chris?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Wander Franco leading things off and takes a strike. And here it comes. Bounced up the middle. Story. The throw to first. Franco gone on the play.
The left fielder, Randy.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Hard hit left side. Whips it across. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Yandy Diaz now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. First offering, and it just misses. And that's outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Kicks and fires. That's in there. And that is strike 1. Now a check swing, but he held up.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from a same side thrower. Very difficult to pick up the release point.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Isaac Paredes stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The 2-1. And that's in for a strike. Diaz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next pitch misses way outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And there's ball 4.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
So first and second with 2 outs. And stepping in for the Rays, Luke Raley. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Strike 2.
0-2.
At the belt and fires. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. Third out. So they strand a pair. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. Welcome back. Today's starting pitcher, Shane McClanahan.
Yeah, it was nails last time out, worked deep into the ball game, racked up double-digit strikeouts. We'll see if he can repeat that performance in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran.
This is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Strike 1. McClanahan, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Next pitch misses, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. And another ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Next offering is down low. Just missed. Next offering clips the zone count even at 2.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
2-2 now. And now the count filled up 3-2. Hit in the air, right field. Raley moving under this one and puts the squeeze on that. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder,
Masataka Yoshida digs in now. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And there's the strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story.
And the throw to first is there to put an end to the inning. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Josh Lowe. Houck back to work.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
And the righty deals. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Next pitch is outside. On the ground and foul ball.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. The pitch. On the ground, right side, into the outfield, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Lau at the plate. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. 0-1. Lowe gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one is lifted in the air. Duvall settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And now it's Jose Siri. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Howard checks over to first, and he's back. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
The 0-1. That one out to right. Duvall raging back towards the wall. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away. And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. Francisco Mejia coming up to hit.
The catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1. And that one fouled off. No score here in the second. Pickoff throw. And he's back safely. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Righty delivers. And that just misses.
It's a good take.
Ground ball right side. Toss to Turner, and that is that. One left for Tampa. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Rafael Devers. The pitch. And that one off the outside edge. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That one finds the corner, and the count 1-2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they're creeping into my mind right now.
And now it's even up.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. First pitch just misses. That's through there for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball there. Crushed in the air. Left center field. Way back there. No doubt about it. Trevor Story bops one out of here. And the Red Sox jump in front. It's 1-0.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Adam Duvall at the plate. Singy, Adam Duvall's a guy that's had a nice career, but 2021, the year that was kind of the signature year in his resume. Good eye right there.
Well, most importantly, a World Series champion with the Atlanta Braves. First inning World Series Grand Slam. The swing he will never forget.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Duvall split that season between Miami and Atlanta in 21. Ended up winning the Gold Glove, and he led the National League in runs batted in. And a swing and a miss. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The wind of the pitch. High in the air, out to right. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a double.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's Luis Urias. And the first offering is not close. That one fouled off. Kicks and deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a pitch. That's out to center field. Siri in position. Snags it for the second out.
Batting in, the catcher, Connor Wong.
So digging in, Connor Wong. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. First pitch, and he just misses.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And it's even up. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Runner at second, 2 down. And that one almost got him. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And now the lefty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Runner leads away at second. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Three-two now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And Alberto Mondesi up next. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back at Hilldale Park, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Wander Franco. The pitch. Off the mark there. 1-0. Line drive, caught. And stepping in is the speedy Randy Arozarena. Grounded out his first time up. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Arozarena getting the start in left. Batting second in today's lineup. And he's a former Rookie of the Year. Off the mark there. And it's a ball and a strike. The pitch. Slider misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The 2-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Randy Arozarena hits one out, and we are starting over. It's 1-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Yandy Diaz will hit next. He reached on a walk his first time. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And the right-hander deals. Inside, just missed. Out to short. On to first. That's it out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Isaac Paredes now worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Ball one, no strikes. Paredes goes 5 feet 11 inches, 24 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. So 2 balls and no strikes. And he deals. Way high. Tied up here in the early going. And that's ball 4.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
Now it's the right fielder, Luke Raley. He's 0 for 1. First offering misses the mark. That clips the inside corner for a strike. And a pitch. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
All over that one right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Now it's the DH, Josh Lowe. That's outside. Ball 1. A little bit low.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw to first is in time. That's the 3rd out. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. All even now at 1-1. This is the American League Division Series on the show. And welcome back. Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate.
The shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
McClanahan back to work. That one missed.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Ball to strike. And there's a foul ball.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Line drive to short and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Now batting Jarren Duran. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
The line to kick the pitch. That's in there, and it's 0-2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that will drop foul. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike. The next pitch misses, and 1-1. 2 outs. And a big swing and a miss.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles, but you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And here it comes. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Kicks and fires. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston. Score remains tied 1-1. Back now from Hilldale Park. And now it's Brandon Lau. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
The 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike 2. And takes low for ball 1. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break. He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And now it's filled up. Gets a piece and stays alive. Three and 2 now. Goes down looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Siri stands in now and watches strike 1. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. And the 0-1.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
1 ball.
Going to count 1 and 2. Here's a high chopper. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the catcher,
Francisco Mejia next to hit for the Rays. Grounded out his first time. Hout keeping an eye on him. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's a strike. And now 2 balls and a strike. And that's outside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And he walked him.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
Now batting, the shortstop, Wander.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Now batting Wander Franco. Double steal. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And the next pitch is way outside. Fights it off. You'll see another. Siri at second. Mejia over at first with 1 away. The 1-2. That one ran inside, almost got him. Ripped to first, caught, dives for the tag, got him. And that is out number 3. The Rays strand just the 1, still tied 1-1. Bottom 4, and the batter now, Masataka Yoshida.
No left field. Masataka.
And the pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Oh, the throw is over his head.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here's Rafael Devers. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Strike 1.
0-1.
No outs, runner over at third. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. And the runner stays where he is. The 1-2 stays alive. And now the count is even. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Runner from third comes across. It's 2-1. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Here's Trevor Story now. The solo homer his first time. Just off the outside edge. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. The pitch. That one just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. 1 gone here.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Adam Duvall now at the plate. Doubled his first time up. And ball 1 to the right fielder. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the pitch. Out the outside corner. And it's 1-2. At the belt and fires. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Way inside, gets out of the way. In the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Really good read by the runner there. His secondary lead, he anticipates the trajectory going down and gets a really nice jump up to second base. Now he's in scoring position. He's taken away the double play opportunity.
And a pitch. This one lifted in the air, left field, and that's a base hit. Devers headed home. He will score, and they lead by 2. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. 1 down. Luis Urias up next for the Red Sox. Check swing, but he went too far. 1-1. That one pushed foul. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Next offering misses, and that's ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Taj Bradley getting ready to go. Criswell getting cranked up as well. Got him. And there's 2 away.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Wong in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. The 0-1. And a foul ball. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Next one misses, and it's 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
2-2 now. And misses inside. Adalberto Mondesi on deck for Boston. Three-two on the way. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make the call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Adalberto Mondesi up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Duvall over at second. Wong at first. 2 out of the inning. Next pitch is downstairs. Kicks and deals. And now 2-1. And that's in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The next offering misses. And that's ball 3. Jarren Duran waiting to bat for the Red Sox. And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Red Sox 3, the Rays 1. Welcome back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. The pitch.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The 0-1. And there's the strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Got him. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
Digging in, Yandy Diaz. And that's through there for a strike. And 2 as he waves at that one.
No, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
And 1-2. And the righty deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ground ball up the middle. Story tosses to first, And that quickly 2 away.
Now down. Third baseman. Paredes.
Down to third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First pitch, and he just misses. And downstairs.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
And there's a ball. There's a strike. And the 3-1. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And forget it. His second home run of the series, and they cut into the lead. It's 3-2.
If there's a most predictable count to get a fastball, it's still 3 balls and 1 strike. I'll tell you what, that hitter was ready for it. He got his pitch, and he absolutely unloaded on it.
Luke Raley next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 2. And that's in there for strike 1. Here comes a pitch. And that one missing low. In the air, center field. Duran gets under it. And that's the 3rd out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Pitching change here, Taj Bradley.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The pitch. Just missed. That one misses, and it's 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And that one wrapped foul. Swing and a miss.
That's a really big swing right there. He's got to remember, with his speed, a walk or a single can turn into extra bases by stealing a base or 2.
The next pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Out towards left center. Arozarena moving under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The first baseman, number 2.
Justin Turner now. That's in there. Strike 1. now 1-1. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Now batting.
And stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. First pitch just misses.
Count 1-0.
And that's in for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The wind and the pitch. Now this is in the air down the line. Raley has a beat on it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they're up 3-2. Chris Murphy gets the call from the pen.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Well, 1-run game, and now the DH, Josh Lowe. And a pitch. Bounce to the right, down the line, and it's foul.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Boston's bullpen with some activity. Brennan Bernardino is loosening up. This would be his first appearance for the club. And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And another ball. Brandon Lau waiting for a turn at the plate. The 3-1. And that one is in for a strike.
We got full count.
And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass.
Oh, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Lau, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. That one catches the corner for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
And now it's even up.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And he deals. Struck him out looking.
A big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Here's a speed threat, Jose Siri. First offering, and it just misses.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Josh Winkowski. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. And now the switch hitting catcher, Francisco Mejia. First offering misses the mark. Low, the runner at third. Siri over at second with one down. Next offering misses, and the count is 2-0.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Righty delivers just off the outside part of the plate. Wander Franco up next for the Rays. The 3-1. Here's the strike. 95 of that one.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball.
Got him. Breaking ball clips the outside edge.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout looking is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big two-out hit.
Wander Franco getting ready to hit. Out to center. Duran on the move, racing back. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back at Hilldale Park, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Rafael Devers. Bradley back to work. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Bradley, in his rookie season, 22 years old. And he was a fifth-round pick back in 2018. Righty to the plate.
Nope, that's inside.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And now it's 3-2. Bounce to the right side. Lau. And Devers is set down.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Trevor Story.
Here's Trevor Story. He's already homered in this game. That one misses, and that's ball one. Inside, just missed. The wind to kick the 2-0. Good eye right there. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Runner on at first with one gone. Next to hit, Adam Duvall. Duvall goes 6'1", 34-year-old vet, and he's a former National League Gold Glover. Inside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play, minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, the hitter looked pretty comfortable on that swing. Pitchers don't like to see that. We'll see how he changes it up on this next pitch.
The 2-2. Story on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Mejia too late. Luis Urias up next for the Red Sox. First pitch, and he just misses.
Yep, 1-0.
Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Story on his way home. He'll score easily, and they take a 2-run lead.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. Foul ball. This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. That was a moonshot, and they add a pair. It's 6-2.
High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
On the mound now, Cooper Criswell. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Number 71, Cooper Criswell.
Adalberto Mondesi up next for the Red Sox. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Just missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Off the plate inside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. On the ground to third. Paredes sends it to first, and that is the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 6-2. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Nick Pivetta.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Randy Arozarena digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. The Rays in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swings and misses, and it's 1-1.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Not close with that one, and a count 2-1. And a good eye there. And the right-hander deals. And that's in for a strike.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Right-handed reliever. And there's ball 4.
No, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Runner at first with no outs here. That's in there. It's 2-2.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Kicks and fires. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Paredes stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. The 0-1. Check swing, and that's a ball. Arozarena stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. And an excellent job keeping it right there. The pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And so the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Brennan Bernardino.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So up next, Luke Raley, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, You want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Next offering is downstairs. And now 1-2. And now it's 1-2. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Two. Struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball. One left for Tampa. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. And welcome back. Bottom of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. The line of the pitch. Outside. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out.
The first baseman, number 2, Justin.
Turner climbs in on that right side. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleballer out there on the mound.
First offering. Runner goes. On a line, base hit. Lead runner around second. The throw in. He's in there.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Devers stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And the 1-0. And that's outside.
No strike.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. There's the strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Two and 2. Down the line towards the corner. And that one hops the wall. 1 run is in. Yoshida around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Trevor Story up next for the Red Sox. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He doesn't have a play, and they don't get an out on the play.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Now on the bump, Sean Armstrong.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while. Coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
And next for the Red Sox, Adam Duvall. In the air, right field. That one hops against the fence. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score, and it's now 10-2. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He really hammered that one down into the right field corner, and clearly he wasn't just content with the double. Really got going out of the box and hustled his way to turn that into a triple.
At the plate, Luis Urias. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Kicks and deals.
Ball match outside.
Bullpen activity starting up now. Garrett Clevenger getting loose out there. And now 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Runner on at third, 1 gone. And he grounds one to the right side. Oh, he gloves it, gathers and throws, and they get the out. Two outs, base is empty. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
2 outs, runner at first. And stepping in for Boston at Alberto Mondesi. That misses the zone. And that is ball 1. And a pitch. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The pitch. Fly ball to right. Drops into the glove. And that is that. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. 8th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 11, the Rays 2. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the DH, Josh Lowe.
The designated hitter.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And a pitch. There's a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Chris Martin up and throwing. Now the 0-1. And that one fouled off. And now the lefty. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Oh, and 2 now. Next offering misses down and away.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. And here it comes. Off the plate inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. pitch. Next offering is outside. Got him swinging.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Smoked on the ground to second. Story sends it over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jose.
So 2 down now, and here is Jose Siri.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And the 0-1. And a foul ball. Two outs. Got it by him for the K. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Back here at the ballpark, and now the center fielder, Jarren Duran.
The center fielder, Jarren Duran.
And the right-hander back to work. That one's in there. That's strike one.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering is down low.
1-1.
That's down and in.
2-1.
And there's a strike. The punch out there, and that's the first out.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
So now Turner in on that right side. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1 for count.
At the belt and fires. That one drifts inside. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, tough night at the dish, punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now, not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Yoshida stands in now, looks at that one inside. And now 2-0.
Not showing great command so far in this at-bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
2-0.
Ball 3.
Rafael Devers on deck for Boston. That's a strike. 3-1. towards first. Oh, great stop. Over to first. On the money. Nice play.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
We go to the ninth. Here's the catcher, Francisco Mejia. Bernardino, 31 years old. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. Bernardino back to work. In the air to left center. Mondesi pulls it down, and there's one away.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And now Wander Franco. Ball one, no strikes. There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Center field, Duran under it. Calls it in, and there's two away.
Up next in Tampa Bay,
Randy Arozarena next to hit for the Rays. In there, and it's 0-1. Good eye in that spot. Next offering is in for a strike. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. And that one ripped into right, and that's a fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for three. And this is going to be a two-out triple.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Man in scoring position with two away. Yandy Diaz, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Right through there, got him. And that'll do it.
Well, this was a must-win for these guys. Game 2 of the series at home after dropping Game 1. They win it today. They feel a lot better heading to the next ballpark for Game 3.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
11-2 the final tally. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 11 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Rays, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes.